Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to all my dear students of class 11 accountancy subject. And students, from last many lectures we have discussed the subsidiary books, purchase book and sales book. Student purchase return and sales return is also there, but due to the shortage of time by various authorities, this part is excluded from the syllabus. But still, just for knowledge purpose, when the school will reopen, I will definitely teach purchase return and sales return. It will take maximum 1 or 2 periods. Now today I feel that I should start a new chapter, very important chapter, that is the chapter name is cash book. Students, the name of the chapter is cash book. Cash book is also one type of subsidiary book, students. Now subsidiary book means what? That when you write the journal entries, you write all the things at one place together. Now when after a few days or few time we want to check a particular area of the business, it is very difficult for us. So that's why what we do, we make the separate books, we make the separate folders in computer, or we make the separate columns and all that. So what is the thing is that to separate all the things, it means it is easy for you to find out the particular transaction. Students, I told you many days before that you make the separate book of economics, BS, account, English, Hindi or Arabic just because that it will be convenient for you just to write also, as well as whenever you need something like you don't know particular answer of the accountancy, then directly you take the book of accountancy and you can easily find out the solution. So this is subsidiary book is also same, writing different things in separate books. Now students, we have discussed purchase and sales book. Now today we are going to discuss about cash book. Now students, cash book as indicated by its name, it is related to cash transactions. So students, all the cash transactions of the business which are there or occur in the business, cash transaction I use the word. All the cash transactions which take place in the business, it is recorded in the cash book. So cash book is nothing but a book in which all the cash transactions are recorded. Cash book is a book in which all the cash transactions are recorded. Students, again I repeat here, cash book is a book in which all the cash transactions, it means transactions which includes the exchange of cash, it means either cash or check, both is considered as a cash, is already done, then it is cash transaction and it will be recorded in cash book. Now students, few rules that we have to keep in mind while preparing the cash book. First thing, all the cash transactions will be recorded. Now all the cash transactions, I have used this word, two things are important here, all. Now all means what? Whether the transactions are related to goods or asset, it doesn't matter. In purchase book and sales book we have discussed only goods will be written. Here it is not that. Assets will also be accepted, goods will also be accepted. The rule, it should be cash transaction. So all the cash transactions will be recorded in cash book. Now second thing is what? If part of the transaction is cash, part of the transaction is cash and part is credit. Part is credit. If part is, suppose if transaction occurs and some amount has been paid and some still to be paid. कुछ पैसे पे कर दिए हैं और कुछ पैसे पे करना बाकी है. So if part of the transaction is cash and part is credit, only cash transaction will be cash transaction or cash part will be recorded. Students, I repeat once again, if in your transaction half the transaction or part of the transaction is cash and part of the transaction is credit, then we'll consider only the cash portion, not the credit portion. In last lecture or last few lectures we have discussed, in purchase book and sales book, if part of the transaction is cash and part is credit, then we take full transaction as a credit transaction. But here the rule of the cash book is that suppose if the part of the transaction is cash and part is credit, then only cash portion will be taken. For example, I'll give you purchase goods of rupees 10,000 from A and paid half the amount. I repeat again, purchase goods of rupees 10,000 from A and paid half the amount. It means 5,000 rupees you have already paid to A and 5,000 you have to pay in future. So 5,000 आपने पे कर दिए है, 5,000 पे करना बाकी है. So students, when you prepare a cash book, only the effect of 5,000 rupees which you have paid will be given. The remaining 5,000 which is unpaid right now, it will not be given. So only 5,000 rupees effect will be given. So this is what I say. Now one more thing is there, students, that common sense cash discount will be recorded. Cash discount will be recorded. Students, quite common sense is here. अगर हम यहाँ पे कैश ट्रांजेक्शन रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं, इसका मतलब ये होता है कि कैश ट्रांजेक्शन में कैश डिस्काउंट अगर आता है तो वो भी हम कैश बुक में रिकॉर्ड करेंगे. So students, this is what the rules of the cash book is there. I repeat again, cash book is a book in which all the cash transactions are recorded. Second thing, the rules of the cash book is that all the cash transactions will be recorded. Now all the cash transaction means, I repeat again, assets will also be taken, goods also will be taken, income will be there, expense will be there. The rule here, और एक बार और cash book का rule, cash book in here you have to consider the rules of the, you have to take the rules of real account. It means, you know, there are three accounts rule we have: personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. And nominal account, expenses and losses will be debited and income and profit will be credited. So here, while preparing the cash book, we'll consider the rule of the real account. So if money comes in, I repeat again, we are not going to take here goods or asset in consideration of the real account. We'll just think about cash. यहाँ आपको एक ही चीज देखनी है, कैश आ रहा है या कैश जा रहा है. अगर कोई भी एक चीज होती है तो then it will be recorded in the cash book. So students, this is one, all the cash transactions will be recorded. Irrespective of the fact whether it's asset or goods, doesn't make any difference. It has to be cash transaction. Income and expenses will also be recorded. If the part of the transaction is cash, half the transaction is cash and half is credit, then only cash portion will be taken, credit portion will not be taken. And then cash discount will be recorded. Obviously, if it is cash discount given in the question, then we have to consider that. And one more thing is that the rules of the real account will be applicable. Real account rules, debit what comes in and credit what goes out. My humble request to the student, copy this slide now, and then after we'll do one simple sum. First we will discuss about the types of the कैश बुक के टाइप्स कितने हैं वो हम डिस्कस करते हैं, उसके बाद हम सम करेंगे. सो फर्स्ट यू कॉपी दिस राइट नाउ. Okay, now students, I feel you have copied all these things. These are very important things. These things you have to copy in your regular notebook so that students, when their school will reopen, you don't have to write it again and again. Now students, types of cash book that I have to discuss with you. So I'll write down here types. Now types in that, one is simple cash book. Types of cash book in which one is simple cash book. Now simple cash book means only cash column will be there, only one column will be there. Format I will show you afterwards. But simple means that only cash related things will be there. Then you have two column now. Students, two column now. Now two column now in that two things will be there. Either cash and bank will be there. Or most probably either cash and discount will be there. स्टूडेंट्स टू कॉलम नाम में क्या होगा, कैश का कॉलम तो होगा ही, कैश के साथ बैंक भी आएगा या फिर कैश के साथ डिस्काउंट का कॉलम आएगा। रेयर केस में होता है कि बैंक एंड डिस्काउंट आता है, कैश नहीं आता है। It may be one or two sums, we'll discuss like that, but the important these two are there. Two column are in there, cash and bank column will be there either, or cash and discount column will be there. So that we have to discuss. So this is simple cash book, this is two columnar cash book. Now three columnar. Now students, three columnar is for full package, whole package. पूरा पैकेज है, इसमें पूरा चैप्टर कवर होता है। इन दैट वी हैव टू टेक कैश आल्सो, प्लस बैंक आल्सो, एंड प्लस डिस्काउंट आल्सो। Three column we have to draw. That means cash column also will be there, bank column will be there, and discount column will be also there. So students, first we will start with the simple cash book. Once you are familiar with that, then two columnar will be there in that cash and bank column and cash and discount, and we may see one sum with the discount and bank column also. And the last one is three columnar cash book. In that cash column plus bank column and plus discount column will be also there. Students, rules for all three are same. This one rules will not be changed. Only columns we have to draw extra. And it will be clearly mentioned in the instruction of the question whether you have to prepare simple cash book, whether you have to prepare the two columnar, and even in two columnar also which two columns you have to draw, and three columnar. So students, based on the instructions we have to prepare the cash book. The chapter is very important students, just because that in the business at least 50-60% transactions are cash transactions. So based on this book we can come to know that on the basis of cash transactions we are having the surplus right now or deficit right now, we are having the profit right now or we are in loss right now. So students, again I repeat, types of cash book: simple cash book, only one column will be there. Two columnar cash book, cash and bank column and cash and discount column, and even bank and discount or discount and bank column will be there. And in three columnar cash book we will discuss the cash column plus bank also and plus discount also. So now students, from the next lecture we'll start the sums of this chapter, and sums are very important. My humble request to the students, please pay attention as you are doing from last many days. One more thing students, that on 26 you have to submit the answer sheets of 11th standard midterm exam. So please, if you have not completed the solution, please complete as soon as possible. And on 26th, as per given schedule, yesterday I have shared the schedule on WhatsApp group. So on the basis of that timing, you please, if parents are here or guardians are here, and if not possible anyone, then students can be here and you can submit that. Students, I hope you'll have a very good time. Any question, any doubts, any problems are there, you can ask anytime by using comment option or by using the helpline number also. Thank you very much and have a very good day.